I'll be driving the second rate
Awesome.
multiplex near you.
Whoa, we're there, dude. Yeah.
I got you, dude, okay? My honeymoon night. I would probably only have 3 or 4 Marvies in my whole
What is this?
Stop. Roll the torta, no sé.
Look at that big Shasta.
So tonight,
He's
you
gonna
will
buy
have
some
fantasy.
candy.
Can I help you?
What the? Is this not a music video?
Look at all those
What the
big
hell?
Hang out with you because it's better for conversation.
I like
Check
when
out
you
the
can see
underboob.
bottom of the thingies. That is cool.
I gotta find you. Oh, are you there? Are you there?
How do they look to you? Delicious? Oh, Tabby Snap. Down, Tabby down. Not yet. So, Charlie. How does it feel to be on the other side of the foot? Ow!
You'll never get away with this, rancid, half-eaten piece of
Silence! Now, you wish to see your baby brother.
B11,
What are you waiting for? God damn it. On the count of 3.
G54,
Oh, God! Don't touch
I-24,
fucking blade. Stitch this shit up with.
N32,
Maybe we can pipe this back up. Shut up.
G48, I-17,
The dog looks pretty fucked up, too.
G51,
Sutures, needle, anything, man. Yeah, we go.
I-19,
Fuck, man.
I-28, bingo, B5, G59, N37,
Listen, man, you're feeling better. There's no way with all these snakes and that constant breeze that those holes don't go somewhere. Do whatever you want, Commander.
Alpha 27, this is Lima 475. We have WIA. We're pinned down and our tank's dead. Requesting immediate airstrike. Alpha 27. 27, you read me?
Ball big. He figured out we had food stores for about a month.
B8.
Oh, that's a pretty good amount.
Round over.
Shit. Well, unfortunately for you, I'm going to show you all about survival. Something you didn't. But instead of doing here, you know, Mr. Johnson, I'm sure you ain't forgot about him. It's been a while since. Just a dream, man. It's a fucking altered state of reality. You're dead already. Good and help you cope with your situation. I'm very much here, sitting on your lap. Give it about 30 days, and you sure as shit will be.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the tour now. I'll tell you about it. Once it's all over. And that buzzing of the elevator is loud though. I don't know what's worse, buzzing of a bee or buzzing of that bee. I'm afraid of bees because they hurt when you get stung. Every time I hear a bee buzzing, I'm like, run for the hills. Even fly buzzing, it's like I think it's a bee and I run.
Yeah, are you allergic to bees?
No, but my cousin, who turned like 56 or something like that last summer, no, 2 summers ago, got stung by a bee for the first time, and she had to get a bee shot. Yes, that was in Marathon City.
Ooh.
Hey, Claire, go. See, they're good. Yeah, she's picking me up now because I thought she scheduled it, and she goes, I thought you scheduled the CADs, and
Hey, Lisa. You're moving from where to where?
303.
I'm in 306. Hi, neighbor.
All right, hi.
I'm in 306. She must be relatively close. 303 and 306, they sound close.
Yeah, they are. So when did you move in?
I moved in January of 23.
Oh, okay.
I'll be here 3 years in January.
I've been here 16.
Huh?
16 for me.
I am.
2016 of April. April 8th is when I moved in.
Okay, you guys say so.
I will see if Christine is here.
All right.
I'm not sure where she is, so let's see if we can find her.
She was expecting us, but I'm a few minutes late, so she might have got busy doing something else.
She's not in her office, so she's expecting you. I'm sure she'll be here.
That's why I said she's probably just got busy doing something else because we were a little late.
Yep, we'll
so.
find her.
But we have these clips like this. You pinch them and they go into these large holes. And then people take a hammer, or not a hammer, but a mallet, which is soft, and hammer them in.
That's
this
why
is
it's always so noisy back here.
exactly lots of hammering. That reason is why we have mallets and other protective safety, but that keeps any noise. So air is moving through these at a quick pace rate. If we were left open on bare metal, it would whistle, howl, you'd hear sound. These damper the sound. So, but usually there is at least one person at each table, and then 2 to 3 to 6 people at each table here. Yeah.
Do some folks get to wear like ear protection if they're noise sensitive?
So each person can, let's talk to Jen about that because she would have a better idea.
And they had a choir from high school sing Christmas music. I still have a recipe for that dip that someone was having a sample.
There is a community meal like every Thursday. Would you and Shaylee want to go to something like that? It's at a church.
Like, what church is that?
I think it's the Church of the Resurrection. I would have to look it up, but they do it every Thursday from like 4:30 to 6:30.
It depends on when she's available, but you know.
But I mean, would that be something that you guys would do if you are available? Okay.
And I did take a screenshot of something in case you are okay with it. I gotta find it here.
I'll see you there in 2 hours. He has not been seen since.
I figured, well, he took her car and he took off for a day or two. And he'll be back or he'll call. We waited that night. There were no calls. I became seriously worried. My wife felt immediately that it was a terminal situation. He was dead. I didn't.
He would never have just left. When he left, there was money in his bank account. His clothes were in his closet. And if he were going to have gone anywhere, he would have said to us, I plan to do such and such, and I'm going to take my money and go. But all of that, his money is still in his bank account. His clothes were in his closet, but since they're gone. And that wasn't his style, wasn't his way.
G51. N34.
I realized that he had left.
I-17. N35.
On the hall table, she found a
B7. B1.
The note Arthur Frankfurt left said, sorry.
I-21.
L, which was their code for love.
N42.
Mrs. K. remembered giving him the combination.
I-24.
I didn't realize until
I-16.
back to the safe. And then I discovered that I was
I-25. G60. Bingo! Round over.
at cards. Never married. One prospector believes he may have had a sister in England. His unclaimed estate was valued in 1936 at $71,000. This man, the trustee of Ontario, is now worth nearly $100,000. But we know that Willans owned half the shares in the Koshner Willans mine, and his partner Bill bought back most of those shares 7 years after Willans vanished. Those shares alone would have been worth at least. Their new home that experienced unexplained sounds, objects that move for no apparent reason. Experts call this poltergeist activity. Now, some believe that such activity is not caused by ghosts, but rather by psychokinesis, a hidden psychic power of an individual which unconsciously moves objects through space. Now, could it be that Jim and Kay Tatum caused their own hauntings? This is a quiet suburb near Atlanta, Georgia, where Jim and Kay Tatum built a new home. There they planned to retire. But 5 months after they moved in, the Tatums began to experience unusual events that forced them to put their house up for sale. For this reason, they were absolutely not sure, but they did allow us to film inside. One night in January of 1986, Kay Tatum woke from a restless sleep, not wanting to disturb her. Given the bitter marital dispute of a friend of hers, perhaps too involved, she began to receive threats.
The last time I talked to Mickey, she was scared. She was afraid for her life, so she told me she was going to carry a hammer to work with her. That next morning, she got up and left her house. She was on the way to the bus stop, and that was the last of anyone.
At this point, the only case we have is a missing person. We have no crime, we have a missing person. We have no body to establish a murder case. Without a body, we cannot convict anyone of murder. We have evidence that everything was made to Mickey, that she was followed by this person, that he had a motive to do this, that he could have done this. We just need the body.
For 7 years, no new evidence was found. Reunited. Tonight, we will meet 2 other orphan train miners, Francis Murphy and Sylvia Wemhoff, who have been unable to find their In 1921, Sylvia Wemhoff, whose last name then was Boak, was taken out of a New York City orphanage to ride an orphan train.
Are you? I'm
I
still.
am.
Yeah.
I'm
So happy.
We hugged each other, and we were just really thrilled. We finally got together.
Most friends
Were good for literally mine. And just the hope that they would find somebody, particularly, was important. Know much about love.
Hilda Harding Murphy. Their grandparents were John and Elizabeth Harding of Nova Scotia. Francis's father, Martin Murphy. These are applications. Testing the Dorothy Allison psychic powers. The use of psychics in police work is almost always controversial. Frequently they're enacted. All too often.
Eventually, we got into a place that is called Downback. In this area is an abandoned shipyard that was apparently active in World War I. And we found a rock, and on this rock were painted in red letters the letters M-A. Helped me by way of getting me to the area of ground where Sue was eventually found. When I saw the MAR, I was astounded. I felt it.
Last March, looked for a case where we could examine Dorothy Allison's psychic gifts. We found a homicide in Hagerstown, Maryland. Police were at dead end. They agreed we could ask Dorothy to assist on the case and film the investigation as it happened. As you'll see, Dorothy came up with the name of a possible suspect, but for legal reasons, chose to disguise this.
The numbers 1 and 7, 71 or 17, I don't know just yet.
The clues were random images that might be the victim, the murderer, friends, or even the police.
Where it owns a wig to look different.
A wig?
Yes.
I was talking to Dorothy on the telephone. She mentioned about a police officer, possibly in disguise, wearing a beard that he now doesn't have, and a wig.
Never once was I suspicious of any move that he made as far as to question his character or who he was, and that he was a liar and a thief.
On July 29, 1988, while Mrs. K was at work, Arthur Frankfurt disappeared after allegedly stealing jewelry worth over $4,000, as well as many personal items belonging to Mrs. K's late husband. Arthur Frankfurt is wanted by Florida burglary, grand theft auto, and authorities believe that he may have victimized over 40 women by stealing their hearts and then taking their cash. Within minutes of our broadcast, 2 viewers called our 800 number to report that they recognized
the individual said, I know who Arthur Frankfurt is. I'm his son. My name's Florida. This is the confirmation. At that time, I knew we had our man.
The real magic is in our friendship. To infinity and beyond!
And that's one of the main reasons we moved to Las Vegas. There was a chance to get away from that.
At first, it seemed that the move to Las Vegas had been the right decision. Even though Kathy remained withdrawn, she did not have to. However, as her sister of dying returned.
About 2 months before her 16th birthday. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but we all do it. She told me, I'm not going to.
Just before her 16th birthday, Kathy became despondent again. She spent all her time in her room and would not leave the house. On the morning of her birthday, perhaps she hoped to keep her. nation's most notorious prison, home for such it's Birdman Robert Scott. Begin to match Alcatraz's most distinguished feature, the bay that surrounds it.
Alcatraz was open because it was hoped to be, and we believe it has been, the inescapable prison.
Alcatraz was never considered escape-proof. It was considered to be a very difficult place to escape from, for one reason, and one reason only. That was the water that lay between the island and the mainland. In the other direction, Angel Island. That was the only thing that made it difficult to escape from Alcatraz. The water, that was the best.
Alcatraz's state of included a massive patrol who oversaw the three guards prowl rescues looking for
West was people. He was solid people. And I don't believe he ever, to this day, I don't believe he ever told him nothing.
Today, the FBI and prison authorities have not changed their position. They believe the men drowned within minutes of hitting the water.
The escape was just another dismal failure, in our opinion. Now, of course, we never are cocksure enough to say, well, we know they're dead. But we were pretty sure that they were dead because there was no trace of them whatsoever. However, they're still on the missing list, not the dead list.
6 months after the escape of Morris and the Anglin brothers, another attempt proved that they could have survived the swim. It began in the storeroom, located underneath the kitchen. Over a period of
Absolutely.
At 6 a.m., March 16th, 1988, a pastoral quiet of Bradbury was broken by the sound of gunfire.
I'm gonna go to bed after that, I guess, and in the morning I'm gonna take a shower. My head has been all icky and stuffed up all day. I don't know why. I'm just feeling really weird. Starting to piss me off too because I hope I'm not getting sick. But yeah, I filled out an application for that place, but they're not hiring until after the holidays. But I'll continue to look. That was my caseworker. She picked me up in her car and drove me there and back home.
The cynical, cold-blooded nature of this double homicide convinced investigators that this was no amateur.
And the sauce is in this other dish underneath it.
Friends and family that put up
So good night, Mom. No scaring our boys. The handsome piggy and the handsome donkey. Just fucking kiss the beautiful cotton ball baby girl, Pat Pat. I love her like there's no tomorrow, okay? She's like a daughter to me. I'm forgetting a fork. And I'm gonna call Dad right away in the morning and tell him I'm awake and everything. I'll call him after I take a shower.
She and her husband were carrying $4,000 in cash.
I gotta email Lindsay asking her what time do you want to Zoom with me.
It doesn't make any sense to us that a person would pass up such obvious pieces of jewelry. It wasn't like a ring or a bracelet that was hidden by gloves or a long blouse or something.
the end of the world. Religious fanatics, ancient calendars, and homeless places keep saying it. Doom is right around the corner. Well, it never is. Oh, but that doesn't mean it won't happen, because it will.
What?
Entire species get wiped out all the time. Dinosaurs got extincted, the hobbits are all gone, and planets just got exploded for no reason.
Oh no, we are doomed.
Not doomed. Doomsday. Nah, it'll be okay. Not really. Cheer up, everybody. That's only the end of the world. Be happy. Look at Mario. He looks like he wants to give up hope. But not me. I'm not done. I remember rule number 1. It's okay, it's doomsday, and whatever it might be, the end of the whole world can't take my smile away from me.
B6. N33. G60. B9. N42. O75. G55. O67. O73. Bingo! I-20. G51. B11.
Yeah, I put Shaylee and Lindsay down as a job reference. And so, yeah, I'm gonna start getting ready for bed now. Before I forget, yes, I did say goodnight to Mom, and I told her about the rules. Sorry about this long video if it is like almost an hour. Need my video games I play, huh? I'm gonna play about 2 more, and then I'm gonna go to bed. God, even this eye, when I look this way, that way, man, I'm just extra tired. And this morning, I was dreaming about soda, like in 2 big, large plastic cups, clear through cups. I did not care if they were Diet Coke. I know they were Coke. Or regular Coke. I just dreamt of soda. And then I was like in this room trying to find something, and Shaylee was watching a movie. It was like some kind of cartoon thing. I can't remember what. But it was interesting to her, and she was watching it. And like, oh, I have to get going to work. I gotta punch in. And I was like still looking for something and looking for something. And then I woke up. So, it was weird. Something was wrong with the drinks, too. It was like, they weren't top, well, the one was upside, it was hard for me to explain. It's like, no scientist can explain this. It was like so full, but upside down, and with the lid off. And, you know, I was like, what? So I have weird dreams. Again, I love you very, very much, Patteratty, my little baby girl. I don't know if I want to listen to narrations or not, but yeah.
N38. O63. N41. N34. B13. G54. B3. O69. B6. O73. I16. B15.
Yeah, I was like, when I was like taking my pills, I was like thinking, oh, okay, you might be confused with the soda dream. So yeah, I had 2 cups of soda, and it turns out one of the plastic cups was flipped over like this, plus the liquid itself was still in the cup, and there was no liquid on the tray thingy where what I was carrying it in. So that's what I was trying to tell you. So the cup was upside down like that. That's what I meant by no scientist can probably not explain it. So, and you know what's also annoying? Again, I hate dirty bathrooms. I hate dirty stalls in my dreams. I hate, like, for example, I go in a bathroom, no toilet paper. I go in the bathroom, I just find everything wrong with the stalls, like too dirty. Shit is in there. Shit and piss is in there. And no toilet paper anywhere in sight. It's like weird. I just have annoyance with that. Those kind of dreams. And you know, where I'm about to take a shower, but there's like this tub of water still in there, like somebody forgot to pull the plug, so I have to reach down in the dirty scrubby water and I pull out the plug. But sometimes when I do that, it feels like the person who was showering just showered, because the water, it was warm. I had like a dream like that recently too, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like touching it, I was like, what the fuck? And in my past dreams, you know, sometimes, you know, which is also annoying as hell, sometimes I dream like I don't know what the heck. It's like I'm in a hotel, but I'm not. But when I'm like looking for a room, I'm like in a hotel room, and then it's like aligned with hospital, like a nursing home too, and like a busy mall thing. And so there were elevators, corridors for like the elderly nursing home people, and I'm like so lost. I'm like trying to find like, where's 135? I gotta be in room 135. That's my stay number, for example. And I thought, you know, 135, like around the corner to the right. And so I take around the corner to the right, but it's like 345. I'm like, oh, it's down more. And then I'm like, it was like such a maze. I hate those kind of dreams. You know, it's like, and sometimes I'm like dreaming, I'm like running past the one hall to the nursing home, and I'm like, where is the hall to the hotel room? And I'm such a nightmare. I'm like, what the heck? Why can't I just wake up from these dreams? Seriously. No wonder I have such annoyance during my waking hour those days, you know? No wonder I feel so annoyed the rest of the day. Jeez. I just hope that, you know, I'm not dreaming to where have to take a shower, and sometimes when I'm dreaming that I have to take a shower, the dreams are like pleasant where I'm showering and I'm like, oh, this is so good, you know. In other dreams, I open up the locker room and there's like shower heads, and you know that pole. If you ever entered a locker room where you're in a high school, you have like this pole and like there's a shower station right there on the pole thing, and you just shower right there, and then like that's what I see. It's like all around the room on the walls, shower heads and automatic shower heads, and then you know I was like, and every time I walked past one, they would automatically turn on. It was like really weird. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna brush my teeth and get going to bed. Maybe I'll find one narration, I don't know. And that's gonna be it. I don't know. But yeah. Alrighty, so I hope to where I dream that I'm not too annoyed or get angry at somebody. Like in another dream, I'm like, Dad was walking away telling me something like he's gonna visit Mom. I had one of those weird dreams or whatever, you know, like she's still alive. I'm gonna visit Mom, where are you? And I'm like, why are you walking away? If you want to walk away, you talk to me. I found him and I found him face to face. I'm like, you talk to me, don't walk away. And right when I was like gonna finish my sentence, when I was like venting with him, I wake up and I'm like feeling so annoyed by yelling at him. I almost feel annoyed when I wake up, you know? You just hate those? God. But yeah, I'm gonna shower right away when I wake up because I can't stand my head right now. It's like dry scalp. And I want to go shopping for more, Head and Shoulders. I don't care if it's expensive. I'm gonna grab some at Pick and Save. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and nose and mouth. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. I actually remember that. Whatever, okay. Oh, and again, I'm sorry for the long video, and again, if this is posted later, and not in the early AM, like at 1 AM, sorry, I decided to just sleep the AM away, and maybe I will just post this video after I edit it, that is, you know, when I can in the morning, like at, noontime or whatever, tomorrow. So this is why my videos are late. I just don't want to get sick. I want to sleep as late as possible and whatever. Okay. I think I found a narration. I hope I did not lose it where I found it on my page on YouTube here. Alrighty. I'm going to brush my teeth, like I said. And yeah, I just said in my scheduler, if it doesn't work, then good night now. Because there might be a glitch. So good night now. Okay.
Find my dead body, so I need to get that. I reached over and grabbed it, and I didn't look at it, and the closet door was open right behind me, and I put it in the closet, never knowing what it was. I just put it in that closet. And I thought, well, they'll find that, and in true CSI fashion, they'll figure out who this man is from whatever that is. And I just felt like I had accomplished something by doing that. He turned around, he had the gun and the knife again, and was pointing them at me, trying to decide what to do. And I thought, well, now I've tried to escape twice. So he knows he can't trust me. He knows I'm going to fight him tooth and nail. What's he going to do with me? They thought, well, if he doesn't know what he's gonna do with me, maybe I better come up with some suggestions.
They kept going that way. And so then it was, well, why would they do that? Well, okay, maybe it's best to split up. If they make it to the marina, they can get help and come get us. If we find someone, maybe they'll find a boat, something. So as I'm swimming towards the east, we're looking and trying to judge, how far the shoreline is, and we can see the shore. We start heading towards the closest point. At that moment, Mike turns to me and asks the question, are we going to live? To me, it wasn't a question coming from Mike. To me, it was this moment of decision. It was a question coming from God saying, you've been asking your wife to shoot you in the head every day for a year. Do you really want to die?